Welcome back to the Mad Apple for the night's duel from Mad Apple Burger and Billiards in Appleton, Wisconsin, College Avenue, Appleton, Wisconsin. This week, Jeff Martin, your reigning knight, with challenger Rich Billings playing 8-ball, race to 10. I think we're in for a good one today.
Yeah, we were talking to the gentleman before the match and went to look at a few stats, and lifetime in Fargo reported matches, Jeff and Rich are 13-13. So this will be a big tiebreaker for him.
On paper, this ought to be a pretty tight one. See if Jeff starts out. He had some success with the second ball break last week. See if he starts with that today, or if he's going to start with his head ball. Dry break.
Head ball's looking to work exactly like the head ball break last week. Do you think he transitions early and stays there, or do you think he goes back?
I think it depends on how this goes. He mentioned last week that the reason for avoiding the second ball break is he was losing every rack that had balls tied up. So we'll see how that goes. Rich up at the table. Looking like he's going to go after the 5-ball here.
Nice, confident opening shot. Has a 3-ball. Should be able to come off the 7 and kind of hang out for the 1-ball.
Yeah, I think he'll push the 7 to the rail, and he might even be able to shoot the 7 next. Pushes the 7 out of trouble. It's not really his one problem here is going to be just getting on the 8-ball.
Yeah. Also a touchy shot here, coming off the 1, to make sure that soft enough to stay there or come out.
I think he wanted to hit it fairly square.
Yeah.
You know, he rolled up the table quite a ways. Thanks for tuning in, Pete and Andrew, and thanks for liking and sharing, as always. See if Rich gets aggressive here. I think he's got to play this combo with a little pace. Missed the combo, but I don't.
He didn't really give Jeff anything. I mean, a tough shot into the side for the 15. And I think that's probably about all he has to look at.
Yeah.
Not even really anywhere good to try and get safe.
Yeah, he's well, I'll tell you what, that 8-ball is tied up. So it gives him a little bit of something to rely on. You know, Rich has to break that out. What do you think of combo the 15 into the 7?
Yeah.
And just play a stop shot there?
Yeah, I like that.
I'm thinking the 15 will cover wherever the 7's going.
I think the hard part is you have to, number one, you have to hit it hard enough for the 7 to get to a rail. But also, you'd be sending the 7 into the 10 and 14.
It looks like he's going to go play something off the 11 here. Oh.
Or he'll just shoot the 12 all the way up without any problems.
Did not know you could see that. Well, he might be off and running here. 13-8, but I think the 13 passes the 4. You could save that
Yeah.
13 almost like your last ball. I'd be tempted to play to the left side of the 11 here. Play some left, bottom left on your
Come at
cue
between
ball
the-
and just roll between the 11 and 4. Shoot the 11 in the same pocket.
Yeah.
Or if you feel like you can straighten it out enough, you could even break the 13 and 8 here. Try to run into it square. Just going to roll the 11 in next.
That'll be a nice shot, too, because he can just come straight back up table, land on the 9. And depending on how you end up on the 9, it's pretty straightforward. 10 one way, 14 the other, and just leave the cue ball there for the 13.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you get the right angle on the 13, that's plenty fine for a last ball. And then you wind up shooting your 8, either in the left side or the left bottom corner.
Well, looks like he's going to be taking the 10 on the side here.
Right off the point and straight down the rail. That's doesn't have to wind up good there. Yeah, he's got. I'd almost think about taking the 14 here. Take your 14. So you get a little angle on the 9, and then you can have your 10 as your last ball leading to the 13. I think he's going to shoot the 10.
Well, I think he's going for the 14 here.
So now he's got the option to play bottom rail and kind of that same line the 9 is on. Shoot the 10 in the corner, or you can play a little bit firmer with a little right and shoot the 10 in the side.
I like that new camera showing Jeff strutting around the table a little bit,
Pretty fancy. Yeah, I like that shot. From here, I think you can roll it in, center ball. Pretty much let your cue ball replace the 10 and a pretty good angle to shoot the 13 and wind up good on the 8. Oh, looks like he's got to go a little further.
Yeah, I think, worst case scenario there, he hits like a soft stun shot. Just kind of lets the cue ball drift up.
As long as it doesn't have the angle to run into the 8 from the 13, he'll be fine.
Now he should just be able to run a little bit, bring the 8 ball up this way. I don't think he's got the angle to come off the end rail and back up behind the 8, does he?
I don't believe so. There it is. Little off angle here, but plenty makeable.
Yeah, I like this shot for Jeff.
This would be a good warm up to get out to get your first rack.
That should be the right one. Yeah, he did. Oh, did he? That was on. Yep, 79.
Chris G in here pumping us up a little bit.
Nice opening rack there for Jeff.
Yeah, I really where he wound up. I thought Rich was safe there.
Yeah, I didn't see the
Jeff.
12.
Yeah.
I didn't think he had clearance to get to it.
A really nice opening rack for Jeff.
So do we go back to the head ball with the break cue? Or do we keep going after the head ball with the shooting cue?
Is this break cue together? I mean, sometimes, not that he's lazy, but sometimes if he doesn't have a cue pulled out, he just won't use it. Here we are back with the playing cue. I wonder if he'll hit him maybe a little more firm. He did hit him pretty soft last time. A little more pace on him.
Got the 15 to drop. Kind of a cluster down here.
Nine ball is going to be a problem.
Yeah, and if you take solids, your 1, 2, or your 1 and 3 are a problem.
I think I'd be tempted to take solids here, because you have the 2 balls right there to break up your 1 and 3, where your 12, if that's what you're going to use to break up the 8, 9, is going to be pushing him down into that stack.
I think he's going for it right here.
He's got to hit it pretty firm. He's got to break him up.
Ooh, that hurts.
That was, like I mentioned, you're pushing him down into that pile there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, he hit him, and it was on his opening shot, but now he's... I guess the 8 ball goes, he's only got to focus on the 9, but he's not in a great spot for any of that.
Like, you're pretty likely going for the 9. I mean, you got to get into him pretty hard, or else you're just going to end up, pushing the 2 ball and blocking the 8.
Looks like he's shooting a 14. Not great. Left Rich stacked on top of the 6, but Rich has the 7 or the 5, whichever he's comfortable with. 2 ball still goes, so he's still got that as an option to break out the 1 and 3. I think from here I probably just roll the 7 in, maybe with the intention of playing the 5 in the right side. Or if you're comfortable, you could probably roll it in and just play your 6 in the corner in the top right.
I think he'll be going to the 4 to run down into the pile. Which is all right, because the 6 goes back up past the 14, so...
Ooh. Oof. Spits it right back out on him.
But he's left Jeff absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he's got him hemmed up down there. I wonder if you can even see the edge of the 12. Looks like the 3 is covering a lot of that. He's getting down on it like he can see it. Like he can see the 12. He might need one. No way he can pocket it from there, is there?
There is.
By golly, you can. And he does.
Huh.
That was a nice shot. This guy's surprising us every week. Stronger and stronger.
Yeah. Every week is just another 40 hours of practice for him, so I hope to see a little bit of improvement as time goes on, but you never know.
All right, so now that he's back in control of the table, I guess we'll have to figure out what the plan is here. Presumably, from what we see here, it'll be 14, 13, 11 in the left side. I'm guessing 9 in the bottom left.
He does have to move either the 2 or the 9 ball, because I don't think the 8 ball goes.
Yeah, I agree.
anywhere
There.
at the moment.
Rail first on the 14, so he gets up the table a little bit. What do you think of playing your shape on the 11 so you can draw down into the 8 or into the 1? Kind of try to push that 8 to the bottom rail.
Yeah, I think it's good in theory, but where we're at right now, I don't know if he's able to get off the rail. Get off the rail so he's got a little more control over it.
You don't think he's going to control it jacked up off the rail?
Well, I mean, he might, but it could also get away from him terribly.
If a guy was really good with his tangent line, he could probably play. So you could play top on the 11, one rail straight into the 8 ball, push the 8 ball out. Well, he's got some angle here, huh?
Well, now he's got a good tangent line.
Here it is, jack up and hammer it in.
You don't got to jack up. Just nice and flat, all gas.
Skim the 1. The problem is you got to have a shot on the 9. You're not even just playing the breakout. You're playing to get a shot. How do you like that? How do you like that for a roll?
I think he has put Rich in prison here.
He's put Rich in prison, but I think Rich can see the edge of that 3. Well, hard to say, but nothing else. That 8 ball is still tied up on the 3 where it doesn't go.
Yeah, I think if I'm Rich, I think I try and kick up table at like the 5 or something and leave the 8 and 3 like they are.
There's a good shot.
Or just absolutely lock Jeff up.
A little bit high risk is in if you don't quite get to a rail, you're pushing that 3 right out of the way, but hit at a good speed. Hit it about as you can put your cue ball there with your hand, as they say.
So what do you think he does here?
One rail kick of the 9 for the more guaranteed hit. Here's one of those things where I think you kick at it. Hopefully you get a hit and maybe get a roll. Maybe something ties up for you.
Lots of geometry from Jeff.
The good thing for Jeff is I don't think he's froze on the 8, so he's at least got a little bit of room to work. Nice hit. Breaks everything wide open. If you could have got that 9 ball to cover the 5, that would have been kind of a fortunate roll, and that Rich would have really had to come with a shot on the 6. A little bit tough, jacked up over the 11 here, but should be doable. I'll be interested to see if he goes combo, 1-3 combo, or if he plays shape to shoot the 1, then the 3.
Ooh.
Tough miss.
Yeah, that's
a tough one.
Always going to be a tough shot. Jacked up over going straight down rail like that is
a lot of stuff working against you there. And Jeff has to make this count.
You can
looks like a
stop shot on the 11. Yeah.
Surely it's only going to take a rack or 2 for Rich to get comfortable. He was beating my brains in on the big table. getting warmed up. This one for a 2-0 lead for Jeff.
Yep, making money. Martin goes up 2-0. I would agree that a couple racks for Rich to kind of settle in a little bit.
Who's barking at him over there?
Chris.
All right, the 2 attempts with his playing cue, I don't think were that great. Second one, he made a ball.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, Bill.
It's pretty clustered up.
I wonder if he knows that he's allowed to move left or right. He doesn't have to go, a half ball off center every time.
When you got a spot, you got a spot. Why hit that bad?
God, I hope I wasn't in the middle of that picture. Was I?
No.
Okay.
No, you weren't.
All right. Nobody wants to see a close up of me like taking a picture of they don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm out.
All right. What do you like here? Tough shot or tough shot?
Well, you can take the 15 all the way up.
Yep.
To get started.
Or I guess you could shoot the 6 if you wanted solids.
But I think you want stripes.
I
don't think you want
like
solids.
the stripes on this one.
Yeah, you do have to.
I think the 14 goes in the same pocket as the 10. That's the big difference for me is that 5 doesn't really go either way. It doesn't look.
Yeah. So if you can kind of, like,
you could play a stop shot on the 15, shoot the 9 in the bottom left, and you get on your.
Yeah, because you kind of want to. It looks like he's going for the 6, but stripes wise, I think you'd want to end in amongst the 12 and 13 and stuff, so you can play the 14 as your last ball and just kind of drift out for the 8. Solids has a little bit to work to do with that 5 ball, and you got to land pretty well on the 3 ball.
Yeah, I wonder what he's going to use to break the 5. Because you have a couple. You could play basically to shoot your 1 here and run into the 5, but then you're pushing it towards the 12.
Yep.
Use your 4 to get shape on the 2 to run square, like run down into the 5. But you don't have to wind up with a shot off of that. Or if you wind up too much angle, you run into the 8, and that's no good.
Yeah, kind of anytime you're using the 8 as a portion of a breakout shot, things can go not great in a hurry.
Yeah. Looks like he's playing top. I wonder if he'll roll towards the rail and then. I'm intrigued. Maybe he's going to use the off the rail into the 5.
Maybe he feels comfortable with a bank on the 5. Like kind of slide in behind it. I don't know.
Tough miss. He's pretty much did all the work for Jeff as far as breakouts are concerned.
Hey, Chris, I would agree that Jeff looks to be settled in a little bit already.
Every week playing more and more pool than he was the week before. I think that's what can the success can be attributed to.
You know, if he starts getting on a roll here where he's got a number of weeks in a row, he just said he's going to flat out take a leave of absence from work and just pick up pool full time till he gets beat. So
Yeah, he's gonna have to work for another month though, because the King's Court will be on a hiatus until October 1st. I believe they're going to Jason Shaw's pool room to stream a tournament.
that's a cool opportunity.
Yep. So from here, I'm guessing it's going to be play the 13. Play for shape on the 13. If
Play
you don't,
for shape on the 12, back behind the 14. Get rid of the 14 right away.
oof,
What do you mean, oof?
I don't like that.
I do.
And so does Jeff. Unless he's going to shoot the 15 or if he's on the 9.
No.
Yeah, so I think it'll be a 9. Can't tell. Does he have an angle going where you can shoot the 13 next?
I don't think he can see the 9 to make it.
Guess we're going to find out.
I think he can see the 9 to make it. Cameras are hard.
Speaking of hard to see things, you remember your glasses for the ride home?
I told you he couldn't see the 9 to make it.
Well, forgive me for not agreeing.
Okay.
All right, Rich, up to the table.
Yep.
Boy, if that 9 wasn't in the way, he'd be sitting pretty here.
Yeah, Rich has a nickname of King Richard, which a good friend of his in high school gave him. That he would use every time Rich was playing pool. Shoots with a Viking cue. That's all he's ever used. He grew up a few blocks away from the owner of Viking cues and went to school with Barry and Robin. And his break cue is also a Viking cue, an older one with a white diamond tip on it. And doesn't like and does not use a jump cue.
All right. So, boy, if that 3 would have fallen in, he would have been perfect. He's been just kind of bad luck, really, or bad rolls for, just not leaving him easy. Nine ball hanging in the pocket, making that 3 tough. Jeff with a pretty good chance to score another win here. Shoots the 14 into the rail.
Just get everything close for now.
Roll them all real close to the pocket, and then it's easy.
Yeah. And leaves Rich tough again. He's going to have to take that 3 up the rail. Not one of my favorite shots that close to a pocket.
Yeah, and he's got to get back to the right side of the table to get on the 2.
Yeah. And then, you kind of always feel like kind of where the 3 ball's at, you feel like if you shoot at it, you're going to end up hitting off the point. Your cue ball off the point.
It's like, ooh, I didn't know I could see the edge of that too. Well, 14's close enough to the pocket. I got to think he's got a chance to make it here.
He could move the 12 ball closer yet.
I think we'll see You know what I actually like for a pattern is probably 14, 12, 9, 15, then 13 in the side.
I agree.
Sure, Jeff doesn't agree, and he's going to show us how to do it, but that would be my opinion.
I think that's what he's going to go with here.
Yeah.
Just 12 up, you do kind of want to end up. I would personally want to end up kind of towards this bottom rail.
I thought if you really want to give yourself 2 different looks here, you could actually play like kind of half play shape onto the 13, and if you like what you get, shoot that and have your 15 for your last ball. I don't know why I even bother talking. Looks like it'll be the 9, 15, 13.
I don't know if that guy just almost fell through the booth wall or what happened there. Yeah, he could have been a lot closer to something off that 12 ball. I'm not really sure what the theory behind that shot was. Yeah, but he should be able to go.
Should be just fine here. See him eyeing it up.
Yeah, could definitely stand and roll forward probably about a ball or so. Just to kind of give him that. Make sure he doesn't end up with a bad angle on the 13.
Yeah, the good news is the 8 goes both ways, so really, I don't want to say it's impossible to wind up bad, but it would be awfully hard to wind up bad here. Well, or you could do that. That's cheated it a little bit. Trying to stay off the rail, I think. All right, Rich's best chance here, I think. Good speed. This 3 ball gets a lot easier to make at this angle than it was the first time he had to look at it, and he opted for the 2 ball instead. This would be a good rack if he can get out to start the momentum going his way. Got to make sure he doesn't wind up behind the 13 and he plays it nice and slow. Just like that, Rich on the board.
More fun facts about Rich. Favorite table size is 7-foot diamond. And his favorite game is in 1 pocket. We were talking a little bit before the match. Said he's been playing a lot of 3 cushion lately.
Okay.
Had to do a little tip maintenance to get ready. Watching his older brothers play is what got him into pool in the first place when he was about 10 years old.
Like second ball break incoming. Hits him pretty firm, nice and square. Got him split up pretty good. Stripes looking really good. Little funny angle on the 14. If you was a little bit straighter on it, I would say like just roll forward and shoot the 15 and take care of your one small problem.
I think you can play a little, kind of a little punchy draw and come right between the 1 and 2.
Yeah, shoot the 13. Looks like he's gonna go top and run down there. Calls the 15.
Great shot.
Nice shot. All right, from here, I think I might like 10, 9, 13, 11.
10, 9, 13, 11.
I think he might go 11, 13, 9.
I don't know if I like this shot.
I think he's all right playing right on it. He's going to shoot the 11 on the side. He might be a little bit funny, but I think he can just play top on it and come up table.
I think he's got a little angle where he could just kind of like a little bottom left and then take the 9 ball all the way down in the right corner. Because it looks like he has just a little angle on it.
He's looking at it like he might be pretty straight. But from that camera angle, it does look pretty straight.
I don't know. The overhead makes it look like he's got just a touch angle, but he was.
Oh, no.
Ooh. He was pretty dang straight on that.
Yeah. So now he's got a little bit of a toughie to.
You know, he's good in that the 8 ball goes everywhere up table. So if he, isn't a big fan of this angle on the 9, he can just kind of float up, take the 8 in the bottom left.
I think he's going to shoot it and draw to the rail. So it's a tough one, but it's a shot on the 8. Nice shot. Nice run by Rich. Tie it up 2-2. Sunday mini going on. Looks like a couple of newer faces this week. Surely with the holiday tomorrow, some guys that usually work early on Monday are here and enjoying the tournament.
Yeah. Looks like they got to be pretty deep in it, because it looks like they only have about 3 or 4 tables going right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting down towards the end. Rich breaking from the side again. Got a ball down.
Had a lot moving up table, that one.
Yeah, he did. 11 ball is going to be, if you like stripes, 11 ball is going to be the problem. If you like solids, the 5 and 6 are going to be the problem.
Unless you like solids, then you can take the 5 right now. I think.
I think you can take it, and you'd probably be able to run into the 6 and, bank it, push it out. I don't know if he's if he can hit the 5 fully enough to draw and miss the 6 and then shoot the 6 in the same pocket. Runs into the 6. I don't wonder if he can make that through the 15 there. It's a pretty tough shot.
Ooh.
You might be looking at the 4 here. Oh, big to 6. Nice shot.
I don't know. Rich seems to be getting pretty dang comfortable at the table.
Yeah. That one pocket. It's a very common bank. All right. So do you go forward here? Almost have to, don't you?
Yeah.
Go forward, shoot the 2 in the side. Doesn't look like the 8 goes in the top corners either. Well, it might go in the top right.
Past the 11, I think it goes.
Yeah. So I think you probably play forward, 2 in the side, and give yourself an angle for the 3 where you can work your way back over to the. Ooh. Wonder if he's going to bank the 2. Going to cut the 2. Got to be careful you don't run into the 3 too hard here. Nice shot.
It's going to have to
I think from
come
here.
up with another one on the 3, though. Take the 3 in the side. Cue ball's going to kind of run up. Maybe play the 8 in the same side.
I like that. Absolutely
Or-
perfect speed,
Oh,
except for being stacked on the 13. I tell you what, though, from there, he doesn't have to play shape on anything, so he can focus 100% on pocketing the 8. I think that's going to help here. Oh no!
Didn't leave.
Slightly overcut.
You didn't really leave Jeff anything, though.
If Jeff can see the 11, I like playing the 11 and trying to get your cue ball behind the 13. That way, even if it does leak out a little bit,
Yeah,
he's on that angle where you can't really shoot that 8.
Yeah. I like that.
Well, this is one where you really got to make sure you don't just give up a shot. And honestly, I think he can see. He's jacked up over the 12, but he can see the left side of that cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
I like just cutting that 11 towards the upper right. Play your cue ball behind the 13. Looks like he's going to thin off the 14 and try to get behind the 12. You might be able to spin down into the 10 here. Barely gets to a rail, but he's got him covered. Oh boy.
I don't know. I think Rich might be able to just bend this a little bit if it.
I think you can see it just straight in. At first, I thought he had him hooked a little bit, but
Yeah, I think Jeff would have done better for himself running in, up into the 11 there.
it's about a half ball from that being a tough shot for Rich. Rich with his first lead of the match at 3-2.
Yeah, 3 straight for Rich, so he could really get rolling here. For practice, Rich says he plays about 15 to 25 hours a week and shoots at least one tournament a week, even if it's just a mini. But in that conversation, he said most of his table time lately has been 3 cushion.
Successful break. Not that great of a leave on the cue ball, but
Not a great leave and a lot of problem.
yeah.
Be real smart about how you go after it to not, knock stuff out and completely sell out.
What do you think of that 3 in the left-hand side as your opener?
That is a tight cut. I think
Three-
that's what
three-
he's going for,
three
or
in the
3 all the
side.
way up.
3 in the side, 5 in the corner.
10 on the
10 on
side.
the side. Did he sneak through? Well, you can see the 15 halfway
He
home
just
here.
absolutely shimmies between those two.
Okay, so 15, probably the 12 next, huh? Try to draw into the 6. Looks like he's going to roll forward. He'll probably shoot the 12 in the corner then. $15 or 12 in the upper right, 13 in the side. Draw back to the 11. Play your shape between the 3 and the 7 to shoot the 14 in the bottom right and your 8 in the left side. That's how you get out.
I mean, if he's feeling it, I have
I don't
just
know.
absolute confidence that he hits those windows.
Yeah, the shape on the 14, as long as your shape on the 11 is to play to the left long rail, you're basically just trying to get almost in line with the 7. The way he's looking here, though, he might be looking at trying to push the 14. Looks like he's going to try to get fancy and draw into the 2.
Draw into the 2.
That's what it looks like to me.
He's got to hit it. He's got to pick it clean, though. If he clips that 14 on the way through, he could end up real bad. Does the 14 go past the 7, huh?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know if we got a... You can try this one and see if we can see it at all. Looks close. I wish we could control that camera. What we need is Rich to walk over here because I think that camera zooms out then.
Boy, if it does, it is tight.
It's tight. Not only is it tight, but it's
How
tough
you
to
get
get
shape on the 11
Yeah, on the
afterwards.
11. That's just it too. I mean, I think you can roll it in and maybe see the very edge of the 11, but I don't know that you're even guaranteed that. He's looking like that's what he's going to do is try to roll his cue ball to the side rail and just take the tough cut on the 11. And running into the 3 here, I got to expect that to move out of the way for the 8 in that same corner. Well, he's got that pocket tied up pretty good.
I think I like Jeff making the 6 on the side and use the 4 to absolutely pin the cue ball behind the 1.
Okay. I'd like to see him play, if he's going to do that, try to get behind the 4 in a way where you can try to combo the 4 and 14. Take care of that problem. Looks like he's going to try to get out, which is right up my alley. You know how I'm just get up there and start swinging.
Oh, yeah.
That 2 must go.
Yeah. There's separation between the 2 and the 5.
I wonder. I think he's got too much angle on the 5 here. I was going to say, I wonder if he could shoot the 5 and like draw kind of between the 3 and 7 and try to shoot the 3 up table then.
I'll tell you. I do everything in my power to avoid shooting that 3 ball back up the table. I just don't have a high rate of success on that type of shot.
You ever think about practicing?
No. You know, when the closest pool table is
Across town.
no, the closest pool table that's enjoyable to shoot on is 40 minutes away. No time for practice.
Okay. This
5
will be
balls
the
since
shot.
the cue ball between the 7 and 3.
I think he shoots the 2 with that same intention.
Like if he tries to shoot the 2 with the same intention, he runs into the 5 and never gets there.
I think we're going to see what he's got planned.
Or doesn't run into the 5 at all.
Wonder if that 7 goes between the 5 and the 8. That would be a big help because that if he's got to cut that 3, that's going to be tough. Okay, this time we need Jeff to walk around the table. Looks like it goes. It looks like the 7's got plenty of room there. He's got it. I didn't from the overhead angle. I didn't think he had that much angle on it.
That's nice there.
Just make yourself at home, huh?
Yeah.
Think we squeeze a recliner in here for you next time, if there is a next time.
Ooh, if we could get a power one in here like I have at home, I don't know if I'd ever leave.
He's going after the 3 ball here. I look always playing safe.
I just have absolutely no idea what he's
I think he's
preparing
gonna.
himself for.
I think he's shooting the 7. He might have been looking at where he wants to be to shoot the 3 next. Hit this with some pace and like 2 rails, long rail, end rail, and over to the 3. Ooh. Hangs it instead. Rich with a chance to make it a 2-game deficit.
Sometimes I do wish that people would listen to me and play into safes. Play one shot with the intention of your next shot being a save.
They do that when it's necessary. Careful. Careful.
Ew.
Did that get away from him? Oh, you can see the edge of
Yeah.
that? Or at the
I
very
think
least,
he's-
I think he
he
can go rail
goes to the
first.
rail.
Yeah. Just a hair too much.
Drills it.
Makes a nice shot. A little bit tough on the 8 ball here, but
Definitely manageable for him.
yeah. I got to say he's a favorite to make it. Nice shot. Just like that, it's 4-2. Jeff's struggling a little bit today.
See, Rich's mental tool to help him under pressure is to remind himself to just play the table and not the player. Favorite player, Efren Reyes. Yeah, boy. Rich has won 4 in a row now.
And he's looking pretty comfortable up there. His first couple times up where he was, Jeff had him kind of backed into a corner with just a bad leave. That was about as timid as we've seen Rich as far as shooting. He's just rolling him in, playing really well. I probably could have changed cameras here a couple times.
Why start now?
Yeah. Is that second ball break nice and firm, nice and square?
I think he's going head ball.
Is he? Let's take a look at that, huh?
Oh, no, he is going second. When we were warming up, he was shooting from the side but hitting head ball.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty popular big table break, though. Use basically like the same kind of power cut 9-ball break for everything. A lot of guys have that as their mainstay break on a big table.
So what are you trying to claim here if you're Rich?
Solids.
Solids?
Yeah, your 5's really the only problem ball. And actually, if he wouldn't have played so steep there, or played a little bit of left on that, he could have wound up with an angle to run right into the 10. He still might have the angle to do it. It looks like he's going to use the 7 to... I don't know if he's going to play the 7 to run into the 8 to make way to use the 6 to break the 5 out, or only time will tell. Second time. So I wonder if he was going to do shoot the 1 next then. At any rate, Jeff's at the table with tough combo. Boy, you wanna talk about get out or sell out here. Take a flyer on the 14-13 combo and
shoot the 13 straight into the pocket with some top right. Come between the 6 and the 5.
I think he's too thin for that. Like to make it?
Yeah.
Oof. I think he's too thin on it. I think he does 14-13 and just piles into the 5, 6, 5, 10 thing. Oh no. Boy, did he get away with one there? Got lucky that he broke some stuff up and it all tied back up for him.
Just where that 8 ball is makes using that 6 to get the 5 out of there. Makes it not a real easy shot.
Yes.
So you almost want to clear the 6 and either get a decent angle on the 7. I think that's what I would like.
What do you think of shoot the 7 and draw straight into the 8? Push the 8 out of there. Give yourself something to shoot at then.
That could work.
This one is
that's tight.
This is gonna be you're so close to it. Oh, I don't know that you could have hit it much better than that. I was just gonna say because you're so close to it, it's hard to get a lot of speed on it. But if you're gonna just hit that 14 square like that, that's just about perfect speed.
But the issue now is how do you get back on it to make it?
Well, you shoot the one in the side,
Mm-hmm.
the 3 in the corner.
Yep.
Go 2 rails, run square into the 8 ball. Then you shoot the 7 and draw.
I think he was going for
Oh, went for the combo.
Okay, Jeff's got to make it happen here.
Yeah, I think he's got the angle on the 10 where he can
Rich,
get in there and mix some stuff up here.
Rich is sprinting away.
Yeah, this is
if Jeff doesn't get this one figured out.
Pretty much a must win for him. It's looking like he
Wants
14 must pass the 12.
Boy, that is tight.
If you can fit a ball between the 5 and the rail there,
yeah,
I'd be tempted to shoot to like run into the 12 and then eventually you'd wind up shooting the 14 to the bottom left. Didn't quite get there.
So,
Oh, maybe he did. I thought it looked from the overhead like he was short, but he's getting down on it, looking at it like it does go.
what do you think about shooting the 11 and playing to take the 14 up the other way?
I'm not opposed to it.
Obviously the 12 needs some attention either way.
Yeah, I going at it this way though, you can like move the 5 out of there and the 12 is fine. Going at it the other way, you can tie the 12 and the 9 up pretty easy. And your safety ball is gone at that point. So you're going to just draw straight back. Try to get on that line again. Hard to say if he got there.
I think he
Well,
looks like he
He
did.
must have gotten there.
Still have to hit it pretty good though.
That appears to be a foul.
Yep.
Yeah, that was just... It's a tough shot. I think I like the 1-3-7-5. I definitely like the 5 for the last ball. How you get there is up to you, but for me, the 5 is for sure the the correct last ball.
I would agree.
I think we'll see him go one rail out onto the 7 here. Just like that, he's gonna wind up probably straight in on the 5. Just a nice stop shot. This one for 5 in a row. Jeff might want to start thinking about a player break here.
Yeah, he's. I don't know. He's got to get something figured out here. Just kind of a little off on his shots,
Yeah, he's playing that super tight window on the 14. May have been, how you like to talk about playing safe all the time. Maybe that would have been an opportunity to do that.
Yeah. If you didn't like taking that was the 15, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, if he didn't like taking the 15 all the way up table on that sort of shot, he could have played to the backside of it with the intention of locking Rich up a little bit.
Rich with a dry break.
Now, this one looks like it should be a good opportunity for Jeff. The 7 ball's a bit of an issue.
I think I like solid stripes here.
I would agree. Your starter's got to be the 11.
What about the 12?
No,
Why not?
because you're moving the 3 ball, which you don't have to do.
Guy like you that runs in everything?
Not intentionally, just because I don't know any better. I'm not intentionally running into the 3 to hit it square off the end rail and back up to the 8 and turn that into a problem. You got to go 11, 15, 13, 10, 9, and 12, whichever way you like. And then 14. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I was thinking like 12, and then you just draw out so you can shoot the 10, then the 9, 14, 11, 9, or 11, 15, 13. You play between the 1 and 2 to get on the 8. Looks like Jeff's going to start with the 11 in the corner, though.
Very intelligently, so I might add. Yeah, he could go 15, 13, 14, 10.
I was thinking you could leave yourself kind of steep on the 13
Mm-hmm.
and use it as almost a free chance to get on the 9 or the 12 and get one of those balls out of there.
Looks like that's what he's kind of what he's
eyeing it up like that might be what he does. I like that because it gives you a second opportunity.
I understand what you're saying. Uh,
Well, opts for
14, 10, 9,
Yeah.
12, 8.
certainly appears to be the case.
Let's see. Plan on trying to.
Unless he can stun over and get on the 12 from here.
I don't know if he's almost straight. I mean, he's got some angle, but. Yeah.
You just got to make sure that he's got a shot on the 9. You know, this is one where you can get into trouble thinking, well, I only have to draw it a foot, and you wind up drawing it 8 inches.
Yeah. Let off your stroke and let it die to the end
Yeah.
rail. Things that I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, so that's really his objective here, is just to make sure he gets a shot on the 9. And he can be a little bit thin on it and use the 7 as a stopper. You wind up straight on that?
I think he's got an angle going to the end rail.
Does the 12 go? Yeah, it goes up table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
It's a little tight, but I think he'll be all right. And going up that way, he's just like a simple stop shot. So
looks like that's
really needs to bear down and hit these two with intention. Yeah, because this is another one of those where you can kind of use the
the
the 3 scrub a little speed.
Yeah, 3's gonna stop you here for sure. You gotta be careful you don't wind up stuck behind the 3. I think you play at enough pace that you bump into it and push it off, not that you bump into it and sit there.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not gonna like that. Wonder if that 3 being there, got into his head a little bit. Rich with a solid opportunity to go up 6-2.
Yeah, really the only concern here is making sure you get a good angle on that 3 ball.
I like this. 7 in the side, and you can shoot that 3 right away.
Yep.
Kind of depending on his angle, then it'll probably be 3-2, 6-1. Well, I didn't realize he had the angle running into the 3.
Yeah, whatever Jeff has going through his headphones, I think you should change it to some positive affirmations.
Well, it's got a little bit tricky for Rich here.
Yeah, kind of got a funny angle on the 1. A little too steep on the 2 to feel super happy about it.
Yeah, what do you just roll the 1 in, take what you get on the 3, or do you try to play it safe? Shoot the 2 in? 1 goes both ways, so you really can be anywhere to shoot that.
Playing
That
it
shot
safe.
on the 2 is tough. Call it a safe.
Yep.
Okay. Obviously, he's not going to get ball in hand, but he sure didn't leave anything for Jeff to get too offensive with. I think maybe roll the 12 on the 2.
Hit it thin, push the cue ball down to the end rail. like kind of right towards the center diamond on the end rail, and I think he's okay.
He call anything? Is he going after it? Or is he just playing safe?
Safe.
Looks like he's got that 2 tied up. Easy work for Rich though.
I wonder if he can see that one ball free and clear.
I think he can. This one I'll have to bear down on. This is the shot he's been struggling with, is if he puts a lot of pace on it. This looks like one of those where you play like 2 rails out. Hits it really good. Winds up, he's not going to jack up or anything. Just roll it in, shoot the 8 in the side. Ooh, that's a tough miss. All right, Jeff for sure here needs to.
Yeah, tough shot coming up for him. Really needs to commit to where he's going with the cue ball. I don't know if it passes. If the 8 passes the 2, I don't think it does.
Gonna take a look at it. If it doesn't pass, I think he can just play 12 to the left side and then play a little bit of left English on it and come end rail, side rail, back out. Shoot it in the upper left. Looks like he's going to just draw it to the side rail. Ooh. That's a nice
little
shot.
fancy with it, huh?
Yeah, jacked up. Shoot that, and that's good. Oof.
Boy.
Used the whole pocket, but it went in. Finally, after a 5-game run by Rich, just slowed the momentum a little bit to make it 5-3. Here's the great Jen Sweeney is tuned in, cheering on Jeff.
Yeah, Joe said, "Good to see Rich finally putting together." It is, however, we have a hour and 40-minute ride home with Jeff. It would be nice if he would put a couple together as well. He doesn't have to feel so bad about himself.
I don't know. The idea of him sulking in the back seat on the way home is not that unappealing to me.
Just as long as there's no tantrum involved that destroys something back there, I think we're okay.
It's your car, so I don't care. Looks like you scooted more towards the center on this one. Hit some square.
Ooh, boy.
That's a good break, except for the cue ball getting away from him.
The
That
four
4 ball's
ball's
going to
gonna
hang
save
up,
him.
and
Ooh.
that's a break.
And solids are the ball to be.
That's a good one. Looks like he's still got pretty light spirits out there.
Yeah.
One thing about Jeff is, for the most part, he's even keel. Once in a while, he'll tune up his shaft a little bit, but recalibrate the cue, as it were.
What do you do about this 2-5 situation?
If the 2 goes up the table, I'd be tempted to shoot it as my opening shot. If it doesn't go, I think you play
Play the 2 and then like a 5-4 combo.
yeah. It's a good shot.
Never mind, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that shot that he rolled it up like that. I mean, he wasn't not forced to shoot the 5-4 by any means. Looks like he's gonna take
5-4 now.
5-4 now. Yeah. Runs into the stripe, but no damage. So you play 2 rails out here to play the 1 in the side, or 2 rails out to play the 7, then the 1.
Do you
Yeah,
remember when I was playing the Jester matches
Uh-huh.
and I swung and missed
Yes.
and didn't hit the cue ball at all?
Yes.
I'm playing one of those towards the 5 right now.
'Kay.
Jacked up over the 15. Just not sure how hard I actually have to hit it to get it anywhere. So just absolutely pull off and
No clue where it's going. That's pretty good pace.
good pace.
I like the 7-1-6 here.
7-1-6.
Yeah, and I know people disagree. You hear all the time about, yeah, your last ball should be by your 8, your last ball should be on the other end, yada yada. But what I don't like here is that if you leave that 7, you have to play a really good shape to make sure you don't mess up.
Yeah, if you get the wrong angle on the 7,
Yeah.
I mean, you are.
That's in this scenario. I like the 7 ball, 7-1-6. He's
7.
way too far.
Ooh. Boy.
And by 7-1-6, I mean that area code. Go to that area code from where we're at.
Oh, this is going to be a real touchy shot on the 6. I think he runs into the 14.
I think that's
And-
good, though. Stop him right there. Shoot the 1 in the side. Ooh.
Ooh.
Needs to go. Needs to stop or go. One or the other. It's a good recovery.
Yeah, going to be kind of a touchy shot because, he is going to have to play it relatively close to that side pocket. If he comes down too far, he's going to end up in no man's land. I don't know if he's got enough that he could.
He's cutting that?
Cutting that in the side and using the 13 to stop. I guess.
I thought that went to the lower right. Nice shot. 13 is going to get in the
Oh.
way. Boy, oh boy.
Clears out perfect for him. How do you like
This guy's
that?
on a highlight reel out for no reason at all.
If you want to see if your confidence is real or just feigning confidence, you really just got to get after it about 2 balls into the run.
This guy's been freewheeling since about the 3rd ball in the run. No gimme on the 8, that's for sure.
No.
13's going to help it in. There you go, Jeff. Big smile on his face. Just the way he drew it up.
So you think he's got his breakdown now? Just the head ball, but take a lot off it. Just kind of let the 2 balls behind the 1 just kind of float up into the side pockets.
Yeah, I think his pace on the last one.
Hey, you want to switch cameras here? I picked Adam up on the way through.
We are AI following the wrong guy. All this
And
technology.
people are worried about it taking over the world. Doesn't even know who it's looking for.
Boy, that was a big out for Jeff. Get into some spots and get out of them.
Yeah, every shot there just kind of kept getting slightly more difficult as he went along.
Neck and neck again. Same thing. Cue ball got away from him there again. Looks like Rich is gonna go after the 3. And it hangs up on him.
He's got to feel sick after watching that 8 go off the 13
Right,
and still drop,
yeah.
and that hangs.
Ugh. Yeesh. Diamonds giveth and diamonds taketh. So you get on some valleys and all that stuff falls in. You don't even have to worry about it. Six and 14 tied up. Hard to see from here if the 7 and 12 are tied up weird. I think I like solids in this rack. Just I'd be tempted to try to draw back.
Jeff opts for safe.
Jeff plays a
Couldn't decide what he wanted to do. Give Rich back the table, make him make the decisions.
low effort safe. Now that we got them all sorted out here. I think I still like solids.
Thought that was your sister walking in.
Looks like he got himself in a little bit of trouble. I think he can still shoot the 1. I believe he was planning to get on the 7 though. What do you think about just full on selling out, bank the 6, get on the 7? Nice shot on the 7. Stretched out across the table, cut a thin one like that. Question is, what's he gonna do with the 6? He's got less and less balls down there to work with.
Draw off the 4 right now.
That seems like a tall order. Because I think he's awfully straight on that 4.
Cheat it back to the left pocket. Or to the left side of the pocket.
What do you think? 3, 5? I think he was trying to break it out there. Trying to do something with it there. Hard to say for sure, but I think he was trying to run into something down there. And now he's
kind of in no man's land a little bit.
Yeah, I think he can bank the 1 in the right side. That doesn't it doesn't do a whole lot as far as developing the 6 ball.
What about back to back?
Bank the 1, bank the 6.
Yeah.
I was thinking you bank the 1 and then like shoot the 5 in the lower left, shoot the 4 in the upper left. Let your cue ball drift over to the right long rail.
Bank the 1 with a stop shot.
Yep.
Bank the 6 with a stop shot. That gets you on the 5. 4-ball, 8-ball.
I think I like a bank on the one stop shot. A one pocket player. Nice pocket speed. I think from here I banked the 6. 4 is a tough shot. Rolls that in. Not quite.
Jeff's got a tough look-up table at the 13. 10 should maybe kind of slide past.
I think 13.
13, and I just follow it straight up table. Not follow it straight up table, but take the cue ball up to the end rail, and then you can play the 9, trying to hit the 6 full.
What do you think of 13? Little follow, shoot the 15 on the right side
I don't like
to
that.
run it. Why not?
You run the risk of pushing the 6 down in front of that pocket. Yep.
You're very confident in being wrong. Here's the thing: if you're gonna try to run out here, you got to get out because you got to break that 14. Don't even worry about it. So you gotta break that 14 out, and you got to get out in the 11. Here's your tangent lines you struggle with if you want to play your 5 to get on the 6. But I think you can see the 5. See the 5. Play your cue ball to the end rail. Oh, overran it a little bit. I think he was trying to get on the 6 going to the upper left.
I would agree.
But this is going to look a lot cooler. Jack up and draw this. Be a pretty wild shot if he can pull it off. Tight pocket strike again.
Okay, Jeff. What do we do here? 15?
Honestly, 11-5 combo.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I like the, play the 11-5, get the 5 off the table.
Yeah, here's why I like that as a option is even if you don't make the 5 ball, you still, he's still got to get that shape on the 6, and he's still got to make that shot. Get shape on the 6, and the 8 is not wide open.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think opening with that shot here is, because you shoot at the 10 now, he's going to run into it.
Yeah,
he's going to open it up for Rich. Oof.
That could have gone terrible.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, and while you have some protection, kind of, I would be tempted to shoot this 11 because you can get back on that same line shooting the 11.
Yeah, and you can end up better on the 14.
I think the 14 goes up goes to the bottom right. So I don't think you lose anything shooting the 11 here. I think you could wind up goofy on it later on.
Yeah, he's got to be playing, to get straight on the 14 and just roll-up table. You would imagine.
Either that or do you think you'd play 9, 14, 12? And then, well,
I like 9, 14, 11.
yeah, I guess from where he's at here, I like 14 to 11. That's still a tough shot.
Yeah, I mean, he had a very similar shot earlier, where he just kind of pulled the ball because the 3 was right there. And got a bad angle on that 14.
Yeah. I was, when we talked about shooting that 11 early, I was always, one of the things you got to worry about is you do have to get back on it.
Yeah.
So now I think we'll see, I guess with the angle he's got on the 12 here, he could, in theory, draw between the 8 and the 14, like all the way up to get on the 11.
Yeah, just kind of punch like a low with some left.
He's gonna shoot the 14, I think. Yeah, he's just kind of got funny here.
He could, boy, I was going to say he could go 14, 13, 11, like draw off the 13 back up that way. But you got to end up fairly decent on it to get back up table for the 12.
Wonder if maybe draw to the other side of the 12 and use the 12 to get on the 11.
This one has just been a brain teaser since the beginning. I have no idea where we're going to end up from here.
Yeah, if he doesn't get out here, that 11 ball is going to haunt him.
Yeah. He's still at the table and it's already haunting him,
I think from here he's got to play to draw top rail, left rail. Oh, looks like he's going to go forward and try to split the gap between the 8 and the 6. Very doable. Just don't wind up dead straight like he pretty much did.
Yeah. This is a hard shot 'cause he's going to have to kind of fabricate a little bit of angle that's not there. Boy. He could go draw with some left.
He's going to go draw with some
left and just hammer it.
Just
Let the left take off the rail.
Spin right up there.
Bingo.
Like that. Run with a 5. Boy, what a roll.
End up with the 11 in the side. That was a really nice shot. One that wasn't necessary to get to, but it was a very well executed shot.
Pretty aggressive shot and well executed. Got a fortunate roll to hit the 5 square like that.
And he's got a little bit of angle on this 11, so he can just kind of follow it straight into the side rail. Get a halfway decent angle on the 8.
Overcut it. Overcut it. And Rich is going to have a really good opportunity to get up 6-4 here.
Yeah, that was another one where Jeff kind of made it a little more difficult as he went along to get there some. Oh, no.
Rich returns the favor. That's unbelievable. As well as he's been hitting them. I'm shocked to see that.
Wow, you don't see that very often.
No.
That's
No.
incredible.
So I have
Wow.
a question for you guys.
Yep.
What is that?
Which one?
The fan?
Yeah, Jeff brings his own fan?
Jeff's a sweaty boy.
I mean, that is amazing to think that far in advance to have that thing ready and charged. Does it last the whole match?
No idea. It's a lifestyle, Chris.
Well, I know. I'm not skinny, so I'm thinking about getting one. Oh, look, he adjusted it.
Ooh.
I believe
You turn it off. Does
Uh,
he have the stream playing through his headphones and he's
I
just
don't
beside
know.
they're
himself?
doing a
I
player
hope
break
not.
here, so he must be
Perfect. I
worried
gotta-
about battery life.
Make a run.
yeah, good time for, refilling your drinks, whatnot. Anyway.
All right. Back at it.
Yeah,
Halfway home.
Went and had a nice conversation with Rich. We're still having fun with it, so
These two are pretty good buddies. I think 2 weeks from now they're playing a Scotch tournament together, so I think it'll be pretty lighthearted here for him. Nice
That's-
break by Jeff.
got to be his best result so far. 3 balls down. 7 and 10 are a little goofy. To go after the 10, he's kind of got to get the 13 out of there first. But to get the 13 out of there first, I don't know if the doesn't go past the 14.
How do you feel about 9 on the side and try to draw straight over to
12.
to shoot the 12 and then use that to like run into the 7? The way he's pointing around here looks like he's going to try to play to get on the 13.
Where does the 13 go?
It must go to the top left. But yeah, here I'm tempted to play just to draw straight across the table almost. If you can land tight on that left long rail, I think you're in a good spot. Shoot the 12, run into the 7. Then you're, naturally you're on the 14. He's kind of looking like he might be shoot the 9 to try to run into the 10-7 here. Yeah, it looks like that's the way he's going to go.
If he can get it, that's pretty good because everything kind of comes back up table.
Not the worst.
13 clears the 14 now. I think 14 still clears the 3 just fine.
I think there's enough room to shoot the 14 to the left. If not,
Yep.
he can always play it to the right. It does pass between the 7 and the 3 there. So he could actually
Do you like your 14 as the last ball?
I'm not crazy about it. But it's very well may end up being his last ball.
Like,
I think it almost has to be his last ball, doesn't
yeah,
it?
10, 13, 12. Oh.
Unless he's got the angle here where he can spin, make the 14 and come out one rail, maybe even 2 rails, shoot the 13, then the 12.
Yeah, I like that.
And that appears to be what he's going after here. Careful you don't go too far. Well, I tell you what, you can roll that 12 in and use your 13 as the last ball.
Yeah.
Because you might wind up, overrunning it a touch, but if you wind up with this angle getting on the 8, I think you're fine with it. Looks like he still wants to shoot the 13, but I'd be pretty tempted. 12's pretty thin, I guess, but I'd be tempted to shoot it anyway. When he's stretched out. Nice shot.
How
Don't
do you
get you
turn
on the
out?
5. He's going to hit the... Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely perfect.
How
That was
did-
a fantastic
How
shot.
did we not see that? And from here, you think you just play like a stop shot and let it drift over a ball and a half or so and shoot it in the bottom right? Or do you try to get fancy and cinch it and
Take it inside.
yeah.
Yeah, boy. He could kind of punch it out. There's just so many options, All of them are good.
Very non-committed answer.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I mean, you can really stroke it there and punch out, take the 8 in the side, pass the 5. You can try and cinch it and take it in the side by the 1. You can end up kind of on the 50-yard line between that shot and the one to the bottom right corner, which is where we ended up. So we're going to
Looks like he's
going for the side.
I thought he was going all the way up. But yeah, it looks like he's going for the side.
He does really have an eye for that, like, thin cut into the side.
Yeah, he's got he's got that bionic vision with the contacts and all. Half robot.
Jeff regains the lead, 6-5.
First lead he's had since 2-1.
His first break and run of the match, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And I think Rich only has one break and run, if I'm not mistaken.
First rack, Jeff ran when he got back to the table, but that doesn't count.
Well, he seems to have the correct pace down.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of keeping his cue ball. He keeps winding up with a lot of top on it. So I think he's going to try to straighten that out where it's not spinning.
Still a bunch of top. Gets a friendly bump where it hangs up towards the middle of the table this time. If that 9 goes past the 3, I'm 100% in for stripes again.
Even if it doesn't go past a 3, it goes on the side.
Yeah.
It's really not that bad. The problem with, solids really aren't that bad if it wasn't for that one ball being right there. Yeah, he doesn't really have a great opening shot on solids, and he's kind of got to get into that window. Yeah, that's where it's going to get tough, is you got a very small window to get from the 5 into like the 2, 4, 3, shoot all that. I think
he's looking at what angle he needs to knock the 14 ball down.
Yeah, he can be. Looks like from the way he was eyeing it up, he just has to be kind of maybe below the 6 or above the 6, I guess, from this angle.
I think we're looking at getting on the 13 here. Leave the 9 ball as his last ball. Maybe. I don't know. Coleman, you fool.
9 must pass the 3.
I think 8's got to pass the... Got to be pretty clear into the side pocket then.
I don't know if he wanted to drift down that far.
I think he's all right, though. He could play the 13 up and then play the 12 to the backside of the 14. And then hang out down there for the 10 and take the 8 right in the side.
I don't know that the 8. You're just talking about the side past the 1 ball?
Yeah.
That's tight, I think.
Where else does he go to get on it, though?
Well, goes to the upper right, goes to the right side.
Yeah, but how do you get on it to go there?
Shoot the 13. Well, shoot the 12, 10. No, 13, 12, 10, 14 in the upper left. cue ball one rail between the 3 and 4.
He's going to go 13, 14.
Wonder if he'll do 13, 14, 10, and use the 12 to get on the 8.
Kind of fall between the 3 and the 4.
Yeah. Or the 8 does go on that left side, and 10 ball is going to be his last ball like you predicted. But I'm not going to concede that just yet. So it looks like he's going to go 12, 10, 14.
Oof. 12, 10, 14.
I'm thinking he's going to use that 14 to either run into the 3 or one rail between the 3 and 4. But boy, did he wind up straight.
I think this is another one where he just draws straight back, and he can take the 14 in the same pocket.
I think that's asking a lot to cheat it that far. Because he's got to, if he's going to do that, he's got to be like so close to the 14 coming to the rail. Looks like he's going to play it out towards the 6. I think he would have much preferred some angle here.
Yeah. You can slide it with like a little bottom right.
This one's missable to get on the 14. Oh, got to hit the 4. Hits it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, boy. You got to hammer this about 200 miles an hour.
but Mach 1. Well, he didn't
Not
give
a
up.
terrible result.
Didn't give up the farm, but
Yeah, Rich is going to really have to come with something here if he wants to attack, but I think I like floating off the 6 and bring the cue ball all the way down to this end.
yeah, basically anything involving Jeff kicking at it, and you're, barring some really unfortunate roll, you're just about guaranteed to get a better shot than what he's got now. If it wasn't for that big side pocket, I would say that you could. Well, he's got to be. I thought for a second he wasn't going to get far enough there. I was going to say if it wasn't for that big side pocket, he could actually like play off the 2, kind of split the 2 and 4 up a little bit, so you don't have to be so good.
Yeah, because it's kind of where Jeff is. If he doesn't give him ball in hand, Rich is really going to have to do some work to get out.
Yeah, well, I think with ball in hand, I think without ball in hand, you're still okay. He's got to be careful that Jeff doesn't tie something else up here. Looks like he's going to go.
One rail at it.
Yeah.
Try and knock it in.
Looks like he's awfully close to being able to see the edge of it. Is he just going to try to spin it?
I think he's going to try and spin it off the end rail.
Okay. Even if he makes it, I'd be shocked if he had a good shot at the 8. Yeah, I got a hit, but like we said, it was always going to be, a better shot for Rich coming in than what he had.
Because, I mean, Rich is exactly where he probably would end up with ball in hand anyway.
Yeah.
He's got the 2, he's got the 1. This is one of those spots where you just need to be real decisive of what you're doing early on so you don't kind of end up floating the ball around with too many options the whole way and kind of end up weird at the end.
Wonder if he's gonna go 5-2. Oh, 5-6-3-2. I would imagine.
I don't know if I like that.
Oh, he might.
6,
Well,
3,
maybe
2.
maybe 6-7. Looks like 6-3-2. Yeah, he's got to be just a touch. Oh, he's gonna shoot the 2.
Okay.
So he must be going end rail, side rail. Avoid the 3. Nice speed on that. He's perfect. Looks like the 8 ball passes to the right side, so he could actually play a little top on the 3 ball. Shoot the 8 in the right side.
Yeah. Where he ended up here, he's fine because you can just kind of wrap around back behind it and shoot it in the same pocket as the 3.
Yeah, looks like he's going to go top and play like that. Look out.
Oh, boy.
That's one of those scary moments.
Yeah. Where you definitely think you're too much angle for it to fall in the side. And then it does, and it's just like, oh, no.
Shakes his head, but gets out of it.
Reels it back in, 6-6.
Bit of a swing there from Jeff having a working his way through that rack pretty good and then wound up tough.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what did him in was he wound up so tough on that one, so straight on that last the 12 ball leading to the 14.
Yeah.
At any rate, tie ball game. On paper, this match should go hill. And so far, it looks like it may be headed there.
Plus, Rich goes on another 5-rack run.
Very true. Won't be able to do that again, though, because they only raced to 10.
Well, he just won a rack, right?
Sure.
So then the 4 subsequent ones would make it 5. I know math's not your strong suit, but...
Yeah, listen, there's 2 types of people in this world. Nice break.
8 ball,
Spread
way
it.
up table.
Spread them out good. One small problem is he is jammed in there.
Yeah, that's going to be the big thing is where do you start? You know, you kind of got to...
You're almost forced to shoot
the
the 4
4.
ball, aren't you?
Yeah, 4, but solids look fine. There's nothing wrong with solids at all. The hard thing is going to be getting out of there with the 4 ball.
Here's a shot because you're so close to it. Yeah, it has a tendency to like push it to that bottom rail. Hits it really good though.
Hits it really good, but I don't know if he's got what he's got next. You know?
Looks like he might be eyeing up a safety here. Wonder if he can play his cue. Looks like he's trying to play his cue ball off the 3 to the back of the 11. Yeah, it calls a save, so I got to think he's trying to get to the back of it. Not tight on the back of it, but really super tough shot on the side. The 11-8 combo is open if he wants to go home early. So for Jeff here, I think you can play like the 11 to the side pocket and roll down to those 12 and 13. Super tough shot, but if he makes it, I think he's gonna be in a good spot.
I don't even think he's going for it. Unless he's going in the other side.
In the left side? Looks like Rich can see the 5.
I think he can also see the 7.
Yeah, 7 for sure. I didn't know if he could see the 5 or not. A little bit funny on the 3, so he'll shoot the 5 next. So you think you shoot the 5 to try to get on the 1? 1, 2, or 6? Or do you think you shoot the 5, roll the 5 in, and then you're going to shoot the 3 next?
Boy, that
snuck through
he's
there.
got the 6. They play a stop shot on the 6. 1.
Yeah, 6, 1, 2.
The issue is he's kind of got to get almost straight on the 1 so he can roll forward a little bit. Because if he runs into that 13, he's going to have to really put a stroke on it to get a backup table for the 3. So I think he's probably going to play the 3 here.
I almost like doing the 1, 2, and 3 as your last ball. I know it's pretty. You got to be very particular about getting your shape, but this is going to be.
He's going to have to.
He's got to make sure he hits his window. This can go wrong pretty quick if you don't get the right angle on the 1. Wonder if he's going to go 2 rails and try to run into that 9.
Yeah, that was always going to be.
That was the one downside of playing up to the 3 there was that, it's a spread out pretty good down there. Cuts this 1 in, though. He should have a shot on the 2. Overcut it. I didn't think you could.
Got Jeff on the 15, which that's pretty good news for Jeff.
Yeah, the key ball here is the 12, making sure you get on the 12 so you can shoot the 13, not that you run into it, or that you have to play shape a second time down to that spot. So I think 15, 11, 14 passes the 8, I believe. And I'd be tempted to play your 14 in a way that you're either going to be on the 9 in the side or on the 12 in the corner. Basically, give yourself 2 options.
So you don't like going 15, 12, 13, is what you're telling me.
I'm not crazy about it. What do you think of, because I don't think you're really that much better off shooting. If you shoot the 15, I don't know that your angle gets a lot better than what he's at right now. It's still pretty steep. I think you want to be a little bit flatter shooting the 12. Looks like he's going to shoot the 12. Just like I said.
I'll do the commentary. You just sit there and look pretty. How about that?
Consider it done.
No, I will say I don't think he. I don't know. He might be able to spin it with some inside. Oh yeah. It's making money, Martin there.
Do you think he shoots the 9 in the side or plays it all the way up?
If he's got an angle so he can get past the 2, like just follow it past the 2, I like the shot up into the corner much more than I like the 9 in the side. Obviously, fully confident he makes the 9 in the side. Just personally, I prefer the 9 all the way up.
Yeah, I like 9, 11, and 14 past the 8.
Yeah, I think, you
you could even roll it forward
and shoot the 14 and then the 11.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say you could shoot the 11 in the side and have enough angle that you're shooting the 14 in the same side as the 9.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the angle here that he can just come off the side rail and shoot the 14 right past the 8.
Yeah, he can play. I think he can just play a straight top and be all right, but playing a little bit of left to get it up table, make sure he doesn't wind up with too tough of a cut on the 14. Oh, played it on the side.
Just absolutely perfect speed on that too.
Just to take the lead again for Jeff. 7-6.
Yeah, boy, they're just swinging back and forth here.
And as advertised, both guys look pretty comfortable up there. Neither one making too many mistakes. You know, both guys had a couple balls that didn't fall or a little bit of out of line, but
aside from the few anomalies, this has really been a showcase of some pretty fantastic pool.
Yeah, I would say this has been pretty solid, man. I don't think either guy is going to be mad.
No.
With the way they played.
Yeah, you know, at the end of it, one of them will be disappointed with the outcome, but they can't be mad about how it got there. You know, they're both playing well.
I think they're both playing pretty well.
You know, looking back through the match, they'll both have a couple of balls along the way that kind of haunted them a little bit. Yeah, definitely some high level pool from these two.
Well, he's got the speed of that breakdown.
Yeah. What do we like here?
Stripes, if he can shoot one.
I mean, you can shoot the 14. What's the risk of shooting at the 14 right now? Nothing. 12 balls right there.
Other than a miss.
Yeah, other than a miss, but I think he's fine starting with the 14. Commit to the shot. Really got to get unlucky shooting that to not have something available afterwards.
Here's my question for you is, when do you go for the 15?
When do you go for the 15?
When do you go for the 15, and what ball are you using to get on it?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, I'd be half tempted to do. I think that 9-ball's just in the way, really.
Yeah. And what's the? I can't tell what he's got for an angle on this 11.
I think he's fairly straight, but I think he's like run into the 3 at the minimum. He's going to run square into the 3, or he's going to hit the edge of it for sure. But I was thinking, you could possibly shoot the 11 here and just draw into the 3, use that as a stopper, and shoot the 15 from there. If you run into the 7, it's no big deal because at worst it's going to push your 10 a little bit, but it's not getting in the way of anything. Ruzik agrees with me. So from here, I don't know if he's got to be planning to run into either the 7 or the 15.
No, he's got to come through clean. Because if you run into the 7 or the 15, what do you do from there? You could end up with absolutely 0 looks at an attacking shot.
Square into the 15.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit funny on the 9.
I think he's good to play almost a stop shot on the 9. Shoot the 11 in the side, and you can float up between the 6 and the 1. Or just flat out run into the 6, play a stop shot on the 15, and you're dead on the 8.
Oh, he's straighter on the 9. It looks like he's straighter on the 9 than I thought.
And stuns forward just a hair. That's a great shot.
Picked this one apart pretty good.
Yeah, just staying focused and shooting a good speed here. This is one I like to run the cue ball all the way up behind the 1, and then just think to myself, how did I end up here? Knowing full well it's just because my speed control is terrible.
All those times I told my brother that I knew exactly where my cue ball was going, I was lying.
That's not true. I told you I knew where it was going. It's just the speed at which it gets there,
Just a stop shot here is good. If he wants to get greedy, he can draw it back about 6 inches. This one to go to 8-6.
Yeah, unlike last week, this is not the hill. No confusion this week. We know we're racing to 10. So
yeah, we didn't know last week, so apologies for cutting the stream off a little short last week.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Jeff breaking and then messaging,
us that they messed up.
Hey, we got the race wrong. Yeah, that was a well thought out rack by Jeff there.
Second break and run of the match.
That's you being quiet on the mic.
Yeah, my bad. I'm very bad at that.
Bill goes for more of the soft, sultry voice.
Yeah, I'm trying to land a deal for, I think they call it...
what are those books with Fabio on them?
Young adult, I think, is what the books are nowadays. See if Jeff can keep the... Well, he's got that pace down if he can keep hitting it.
Geared up a little bit on that one.
He did.
And
cue ball tried to get away from him, but it ran into something, so it stopped. Rich with a chance.
Yeah, Jeff was hitting it really good, really consistent speed. Kind of gears that one up a little bit and did not work out for him.
I think we like stripes from here. They're going to be tough for sure, especially the 10. I think the 11 you can sneak in past the 5. 15 goes past the 2.
Yeah. 14, you just
14 you can cut in. I wouldn't be surprised if he shoots that 14 first.
14 first. And then 12 ball.
Yeah, I like the 12 pretty early, and then you can like draw up into
Or
the 8.
12
Draw up to
immediately.
13.
And take care of the 13 and 10 right away.
Yep.
Also not a bad choice. He could use the 14 as the last ball. All he's got to do is just not end up on the rail.
Hits the 8, and it just stops right there on him. He's going to have a little bit of a tough cut here. He's going to send the 4 towards the 2 and 15, so he's got to be careful he doesn't tie that 15 up.
Does the 11 go past the 5?
I believe so.
Gets back on the 14.
It looks like the 15 might go past the 4 now. I think when the 2 was over there, I don't believe it passed, but it looks like it might go past the 4 now.
Yeah, I don't know what we're trying to stop here, I guess.
I think he rolled too far to be on the 9. Hangs up on him. But he's got that 5 ball blocked.
I know I've said this a couple of times, but I think I play the 5 into the 11 and get behind the 1 and 2.
Okay. You know what Jeff thinks?
Attack.
Yeah, get out.
And I don't like that. Because even with a good hit, right, the 15 or the 9 is moved because he had to hit him. So the 4 has somewhere to go. If he doesn't get a hit, you just put the cue ball behind the 4.
Yeah.
Shoot in the side and you're got nothing to worry about. I mean, we're not going to do that, right? You can't figure that's the route we're going to take now.
As methodical as he's been, I wouldn't be surprised to see him actually play that shot.
And
his cue ball's
speed
gotta
looks pretty
roll.
good. Yeah, speed's good
he's
on
got
it.
him.
You got to figure Rich is going to come run 1 rail behind the 15 here. It's really his only ooh. I think he's going
He called
to
the
swing
15?
to I don't know if he called the 15 or if he called the 9. Called the 9.
Okay.
Looks like he's gearing up to go off the left rail.
Kicking at it.
Yep.
This one is, I mean, you can make a really nice shot, can that 9 ball,
And still
and
end
still
up
not have
nothing.
much to shoot at on the 15. But gets a hit. That ball's gonna roll. Not the worst spot there ever was.
Yeah. The saving grace for Jeff here is that he's still got that 5.
True, and I tell you what, Rich didn't give up much in the way of the 4 ball. You know, you barely skimmed that 9, so the 4 still needs to be developed. Jeff's going to go after the 6 here.
Boy, if he hit that
Surely
a little-
intentional.
a little harder,
Yeah.
that ends up dead nuts on the 4. Good grief.
That could have been insane.
If we've learned anything from Jeff the last couple of weeks, it's that if there's like a super tight window, he'll find it. Whether you believe him that it was intentional or not is obviously up for debate, but But he's hit some pretty fantastic windows over the course of his little run here.
Fascinating. Wonder if he's gonna just draw straight over and try to hit the 9, or if he's gonna play top on it, like 2-rail into the 9 and really push it out. I think I like top on the 3, and then you're going 2 rails into the 9.
I think he feels the same way. Ooh.
Two rails, but not into the 9.
Power draw off the 7. And I still don't think that's guaranteed. I think he's kind of off angle a little bit for it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like he's going to go after it, though. Just draw into it and off the rail off and push the 4 out.
I don't think he's that straight, to be honest.
He's playing like center ball on it. What if he's going to go forward with it then? Boy, that was pretty
he's all right. He can make it now.
Yeah.
Make it now, just draw it to the rail.
It's a tough cut for sure, but it's makeable.
And, it's not like he has to do a ton with the cue ball afterwards because of where the 2 and the 1 are. So you can really focus on making it. Just play like a low ball.
That 4 passes the is that the 15? I was going to say, why doesn't he look at shooting it at the what would be the bottom right, I believe. Play the 1 in the corner and then the 2 in the side.
Oh no.
He might have rolled safe there.
Yeah, I think he got pretty dang fortunate.
Pretty. Judging by Rich's reaction, I believe he's got him hooked. I thought maybe you could possibly see the edge of the 15, but kind of looking at the way Rich is looking at it, I think he's hooked. Side pocket right in the way, of course.
Yeah. I mean, you really wouldn't want it any other way, right?
Yeah. What else would you expect?
Yeah. Both guys still having a fantastic time. Yeah, boy, I don't know what to do here because.
Well, we talked about it last week where like you're just delaying the inevitable if you don't try something offensive here.
Yeah.
That 4 ball is really the only thing you could play here is something to tie up the 4. Oh, he almost got that off. Mass say it.
Off the 9.
Yeah.
Off the rail, off the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like we said, kind of delaying the inevitable because now Jeff rolls the 1 in,
Right.
naturally comes up for the 2, shoot the 2 on the side, 4 is a stop shot.
Yeah, once he pushed that 4 ball out where it was makeable somewhere, what are you going to do? Try to play safe and just pray that he messes up.
Yeah. And, there's not enough left on the table where you can play the intentional foul to tie something up.
Right.
Because you're just giving up ball in hand where we're going to kind of have a look at it.
think we'll see Jeff play 1 on the side, 2 on the side.
Yeah, and that's about perfect speed there.
Yeah.
Just stop shot, stop shot. Again,
Well,
if he
he's-
wants to get a little greedy on the 4-ball, he could draw back, 6 inches maybe.
Yeah, Jeff slowed down a little bit, and he's been playing pretty methodical here at the end. This 8-ball to get on the hill for Jeffrey. All right, he's got Rich with his back against the wall now.
Yeah. So this will be Jeff's last break. You think he slows down a little bit, hits a little softer, gets one of those balls into the side pocket, so he's got to look at it. I mean, he was hitting it so consistent speed wise, and it was working out just fantastic for him.
Yeah. My only question here is, are the does the adrenaline get going and he hits him a little bit harder than he usually does, or?
Either way, it's Jeff's last break of the match.
Looks like he got into those a little bit more firm than he had been.
Yeah.
He's got a cluster there. I didn't know.
The 1 was tracking, but the 4 blocked it. Got a cluster, but I think you can play the 10 in the side as your opening shot and send the 11 into the 7-5.
I like the 12.
Stop it.
Shoot the 12.
Don't do that. Shoot the 10.
Not crazy about that because you're just pushing more stuff into the stack there.
No, I think he's going for the 3.
Oh, a 7 passes the 5, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, easy. There's a lot of break them all out here.
Yeah, shouldn't. Ooh. Really swung
Wow,
at that
yeah.
one and kind of pushed the 5 back into trouble.
Does
Little tight
it go
window
up
to get
table?
on. And out.
Yeah, it's a tight window, but I think it goes all the way up. Looking at the 5 on the other side. The problem is he's got like kind of he's in the between. You can't draw straight back from the 2. Can't draw straight back from the 6. So he's gonna have to draw off the 15. Oh no. Didn't have to cover him up like
Boy.
that. 15 gets in there and messes it up for him.
Yeah, I think, the last shot, 5-ball bumps unfavorably. And I think if it doesn't, I think he's okay because he doesn't have to put really any thought into the 5. I think kind of where he's at. He's having to think about how he's going to take care of the 5 while worrying about the 6 and the 2. Just real unfortunate. Did you see what he's calling?
I think he's calling the 4.
Or, oh, okay.
Nice
Drills it.
shot.
Wow, fantastic shot there. Definitely not out of the woods yet. Tough shot on the 1. And he's going to have to play it with some pace to get it back around for the 2.
I think he can play just like straight top or maybe a little right and come straight across the table and be able to see the 2.
You're correct.
And now I think you aim for the 11 here. Run square into the 11.
Didn't look ultra happy with it.
That 8-ball must be just in his way. Boy, he's looking.
Yeah, kind of hard to tell what we're.
There it is. Nice shot.
Oh, don't get behind the 13.
I think he's good. Great shot.
You don't think he's tight on that 10, huh?
He might be tight on it, but I think he can roll forward and shoot the 8 on the side.
Perfect.
That 8 must go past the 13, too, and shoot it just straight up the rail.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh.
All that work.
Wow. That's, that is
You can see he's disappointed.
unfortunate.
Jeff with really the only ball that could possibly be a problem for him is the 13 being on the other side of the side pocket, but he's got to make sure he gets on the 12 and 10 right so he doesn't wind up weird. Looks like the 10 goes on the side pretty easy though. He can probably shoot the 10 after this. Or not.
You go 15-10.
Yeah. I think 15, 10, 12, 14, 11, 13. I wonder if he'll do 11, 12.
14.
Yeah. It's kind of funny on the 11 to do that, though. Like, he's going to be coming way up table.
Yeah, he's definitely turning this kind of into a real thinker's rack. Yeah, boy. You take care of the 13 here now? I don't know.
Can't decide.
You get a better angle on the 11.
I think that's what he's going to do.
Holy smokes.
14, push the 13. Boy, this is starting to get airy. And he's even worse on the 11 now, I think.
Yeah, now he's going up into that. He's going to run into something up there. I think he's okay. Run into the 10s. No, run into the 11 square or 12 square. Or draw into the 10. I don't know.
That's a stroke out a little bit there. Two rails out to the 10.
Maybe. 3 rails down to the 13.
Tight on the bottom rail.
Well, he's making this way harder than it ever had to be.
He's still in a good spot, though. I mean,
Starting to get a little upset. There's a fly bothering him out there. I can't read lips that well, but I knew what he was saying there.
rolls that 13 in. That was a tough shot. He's got one more tough one here.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, with the 8-ball where it is, you just focus on making the ball, and that's that.
Nice shot on the 10. This one for the match.
And there it is.
Jeff Martin wins again. Reminder that there won't be King's Court until October 1st.
Yep.
Got a couple weeks without dealing with us for a while.
Yeah. Honestly, probably the strongest we've seen Jeff shoot yet.
Yeah. I would say this is his best week.
Definitely seem more comfortable in the past few weeks. The good news is we only missed, all of the chat the entire match, so that was cool. Sorry about that. Yeah, but otherwise we'll see you guys back October 1st.
Thank you.